So hi, welcome to Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Sorry for the last minute no podcast last Monday. I decided a couple days prior that I was going to go see the home team because the FOMO was hitting me a little too hard. And I was like, damn, it's not a crazy week, Glory. I'm not doing it this week. And she was like, that's fine, man. You go do you.
I was like, dude, hey, you mean I don't have to listen to a 45-minute playlist? Hell yeah.
You got it, man.
I'm all right with that.
So I did go to see the home team, Broadside, and Honey Revenge. What a show, man. Honestly, what a show. The home... I always start with the first opener, not the headliner. My bad. Honey Revenge, they put on a great show. I've been really digging their stuff. I'm stoked for this record. They played all the singles, all the songs you know and
all
love.
The silly stuff.
Yep. I've been dying to see Broadside pretty much
Love Broadside.
since this time last year when they went out with This Wildlife and the home team. And so finally got to see them. Ollie puts on a great show. He's a great front man.
He's crazy. Yeah.
I was
he's always just zipping and zooming from side to side. I'm like, bro, calm down, Ollie. Calm down.
I was like,
awesome.
Some energy, man. And I was bummed that I didn't get to see the headliner because I was literally there, but like wasn't feeling the best. So like Young Culture played, and I was like, I think it's time to go.
Goodbye, guys.
Yeah, and didn't make it to Broadside, but I was literally there. I was so close, so I'm glad I finally got to see them. And then the home team, the explosion has been happening so fast. The fact that they're just like filling these 1,000 cap rooms is crazy. The show wasn't sold out, but it was on for a Monday night. There were a lot of people there.
Yeah, which is very, very rare.
Yeah, so they put on a great show, as always. Yeah, it was a good time. I'm glad I went. Glad I canceled the podcast for it. You know how it is.
You're like, hey, Glory, the podcast is only 45 minutes long. I kind of want to see the home team. Are you cool with skipping it this week? I was like, yep. Go. Go for it, man. You're telling me I don't have to listen to anything today. I get to work on, like, work? Hell yeah.
like work?
Be merry. Have fun, man. Hell yeah.
But yeah, so that was a good time. And then this Thursday, I'm going to Long Island to meet Waterparks for like...
Little men.
What is this? The fourth time now?
I'm seething.
And then I've got VIP for the tour too. So we got 4 and 5. I never thought I would be that guy that was like, I've met Waterparks 5 times. And then they were like, we're doing a meet and greet in Long Island, and I was like, fuck.
That's a drive and a half, isn't it?
Yeah, I was looking at like the projected time. Because I gotta like the time I'm leaving my house is just fucking insanely early. And
what time?
Like 12:30 to get to grab Sam. So we're leaving like 1:30, and I was like looking at the projected time, and it's anywhere from like an hour and 40 to 3 hours and 40 minutes to Long Island.
That makes no sense. Is that without tolls? Is that like back roads versus? Like...
No, it's one way in, one way out to Long Island, so the traffic gets so dense. I'm like, this ride is going to suck. I'm taking my yearly Long Island trip though, getting it out of the way.
Unless someone goes to Long Island and not to New Jersey, and you're like, I can't miss it.
I don't get FOMO when it's driving to Long Island.
Sure, yeah, let's bookmark that and let's revisit it at the end of the year and say, how many times does Shane go to Long Island?
No, it's expensive and the fucking ride sucks. 0 out of 10. People that live in Long Island, I don't know how you do it because like they're surrounded by water, but it feels like you're in like, and there's one way in and one way out, and the traffic is always bad. It doesn't matter what time of day.
Is Long Island the one with like lobsters? Is that Long Island? I think I'm
thinking
that
was
Rhode
Maine.
Island. Maine? Fuck. I don't know. They're near water, so they have seafood.
Yeah, I'm sure they have seafood, but
that's probably it. There's seafood everywhere though, so
I don't think that's I don't think that's a selling point for living there though. Shit sucks.
Yeah. What do you guys have over there? Not you, but like just people who live there.
I don't know. It's a cool area because it's like I like going to New York and it not being a city. you know, so it's like cool to drive past the city and then like wind up in like suburban New York all of a sudden.
Okay. So it's like baby New York.
Yeah, it's very just like homes and trees and shit.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah,
It's like a drive away from New York. So it's kind of like just like literally the outer part.
It's because New York is like this, and then there's that sliver off to the side, and that is the Long Island part of it.
Oh, okay. So you guys do have something going for you.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean they're close-ish, but riding into New York sucks just as bad as trying to get into Long Island.
Yeah.
Really living out there probably ain't much going on.
Commute is shit there, I guess. Damn.
But I do like going there solely because of I like the way the area looks. It's just I never get to do anything there besides what I'm going there to do because I always plan so poorly. I'm like, I'll get there. And then it's like doors of the event have opened for an hour and I am still stuck in traffic.
Oh my god. So why not just leave early? Like super early, and then you guys can kind of like
that's the plan, is to get there. Like if we wind up hitting just a fuck ton of traffic, we'll hopefully get there. Probably will. We'll get there by 6 o'clock, which is doors. So
So you're not planning to get
No, I'm not planning to fucking run around and fucking lollygag around and shit. I'm just planning to get there with enough time to not be late.
Okay, to not miss what you paid for.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not like there are openers or anything. It's just there they are.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you miss it, you miss it.
So no Kmart pit stops like last time. That's what made me super late last time. I went to the closing Kmart that was on my way to Long Island, and I was at that store for a lot longer than I thought I would be. I just kept walking in circles. I was like, I got time.
It's your favorite store. It's your favorite store. It's fine.
So there's no distractions this time. And then on Saturday, going to Fox Teeth's album release show. If you're going, I'll be sitting at the door. Come buy your tickets from me. That's a selling point, right?
There you go. Vinyl. Yeah, you get to meet Shane.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be there. And then a couple weeks after that, I got Spirit Box. And then after that, I got Bamboozle Fest. Lots of shit coming up.
Hell yeah.
Gonna be exhausted.
My festival next weekend.
Yes, sir.
And then 100 Gex a couple days after. So actually, immediately after.
A scheduling nightmare, they say.
Whew, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see how that goes.
But we do have a lot of music to talk about. Although I would just like to highlight very quickly this Under Oath and the Ghost Inside co-headliner that got announced today with with We Came as Romans and
crazy shit.
Better Lovers, which is a new band with all of the guys from Every Time We Die except the front man, because that band exploded.
Exploded how?
Broke up. Like they like dropped the record and then just like everyone was like bye. That was.
Well, I guess not everyone was like bye. It was just the front man.
Well, no, they were all like, there was like a lot of inner turmoil and shit, and like they weren't getting along, and these guys weren't getting along. So like the instrumental part of the band was like, we're gonna go do this now, and the front man was like, guess I'm not a part of that now.
I'm gonna go do country. I guess usually they just go straight to country.
I don't know. And then they pulled in Will Putney from Fit for an Autopsy, and the one of the old vocalists from the Dillinger Escape Plan, and that's the band now. And they like announced it today with a single, and also announced this huge tour. I mean, it's not like it's a new band; it is kind of like a super group, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, but also still, just see on paper. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is actually crazy.
Yeah. So everyone's like, who is this band? And
crazy fucking line.
Yeah. So
of members. Yeah.
That's
and also the tour.
That's a crazy tour. I was like, I'm gonna buy tickets today. $62 for a fucking ticket after fees. I will be waiting.
At all. Oh. That's like good. What are you talking about?
Face value is $45. Why is the fees $20? I hate that shit.
Yeah, but 60 isn't bad for a ticket. Like that's like for that tour?
Yeah, but I'm gonna complain anyway.
Dude, you gotta fucking buy that
I'm
ticket.
gonna fucking do it because it is literally 30 minutes away from my house, and I will be punching myself if I'm not there.
You're gonna just be outside on the pavement, just that'd be so. You gotta get your ticket, man.
Don't worry, man. I hope it doesn't I hope I'm not like wildly underestimating how this tour is gonna sell, and that it doesn't like blow out in 2 days.
Dude, it's the second it goes live. Is it live?
Well, the pre-sale's live.
Okay, yeah. The second it goes live to the general public, it's gonna sell out. That's a crazy tour.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna play the waiting game on this one. I love doing that now. Just like, how long can I wait? How low can resale get when I fuck up and wait too long?
That's you're the most stressful. That sounds like a headache, and I would be stressing if you were grabbing my ticket. I'd be like, dude, just get the fucking ticket.
When I go with when I have plans to go with other people, I'm like, I prioritize those shows. But I just bought Jonas Brothers tickets, man. I don't have time for Under Oath and The Ghost Inside, which, by the way,
insane to say.
We'll talk about it. Actually, we're going to talk about it now. Fuck the Jonas Brothers for doing all of these fucking branded fucking pre-sales. Yeah. I don't have a Citibank card. I don't have a Verizon account. I don't have Yankees season tickets.
Yeah.
Why did I have to wait?
Yeah.
Why was I not a verified fan?
They did have verified fan, right?
Yeah, for the people that signed up for the Broadway shows that didn't get the Broadway shows, got an email about this.
That's crazy.
So it was like just those people. And I still didn't get it. Bro, I got CDs. I found my fucking light up like the K-pop light sticks. They had one for their Camp Rock tour when Demi Lovato went on tour with them. My mom
and you
found
went
it.
To that?
Yeah, my aunt won fucking tickets to that, bro. It was badass.
Oh my god, were you like front row? Did you meet them?
No, I didn't meet them or anything. We had pretty decent seats. All I remember is that I forgot the cotton for my ears in my aunt's car, so I was sitting like this the entire time.
That. Yeah.
And I think we wound up leaving during the Jonas Brothers set because my mom didn't want me out until 11, which honestly, I was like 8.
That makes sense, but it's like, it's the Jonas Brothers. Come on.
No, dude, I was so stoked. I remember where I was standing when my aunt called me and was like, I just won tickets for us to go see the Jonas Brothers. I was like, what the fuck do you mean, bro? So now I had to pay to go see them, which I don't think sucks, bro.
They've changed.
Yeah. I'm not winning tickets to see them anymore. This sucks.
Exactly.
But I got decent seats, which is ballin'. Just sucks I didn't win them, and I don't have someone. I got to drive myself there, which means I got to pay the tolls and the parking. It's not like it was.
No,
but
you're the person paying for everything. It's not your aunt. That's that's so sad.
I'm not gonna forget the cotton in the car though, so I'm not gonna have to leave early.
Yeah, maybe you should get like actual earplugs this time.
No, maybe I'll throw it back and I'll wear cotton this time.
That's.
But yes, I'm very excited. But fuck your branded pre-sales, and then the Live Nation pre-sale was broken at the beginning, so it was only showing like the limited view side stage tickets. Where like because obviously the stage is here and then there's seats like going this way, and I was like, I'm not buying this shit, and Abby is who I'm going with, and Abby was like, don't buy that shit. And then I checked 20 minutes later and was like, oh wait, it works for everything now,
it's available.
So shout out Live Nation, y'all suck, but y'all were balling for that one.
Well, they were supposed to be balling the entire time.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I can't give them too much fault for all of the branded pre-sales, but fuck the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Kevin, Joe, Nick, fuck you guys.
Fuck all you guys.
Forgotten one. What's his name?
Frankie,
Kenny?
but
Frankie.
He's not in the band. He's not cool.
But he has something involved. He did something with that.
He's just on TikTok like, I'm the forgotten about brother.
Exactly, and he posts to his poop Instagram. You see that shit? No. Literally? Dude, it's actually repulsive. He needs to like see a doctor or something. I don't know, man. It's bad.
That's crazy. Yeah. But now we actually have music to talk about. I have enough hate for my branded pre-sales now. Wildways put out a new album, Symptoms. The title is in Russian. Glory was so nice. She translated it for
There
me.
you go.
I forgot the
Yeah.
word.
I got you, man.
So we spoke to them quite a while ago about the last
Hannah.
record. And you know, they've got a new record now. Shit fucking slaps, bro.
Absolutely. I don't know what they're saying like the entire time, but I was fucking with it. Like genuinely no clue, but it was good. Instrumental wise, even vocal performance wise, beautiful.
Yeah.
This album was awesome.
It really covered like a wide spectrum of like metal and hard rock as well, because there were some absolutely just balls to the wall fucking songs, a couple back to back.
Yeah.
And then there were some just like straight up rock songs on the record, metalcore. It was all over the fucking map. And yeah, it made for a very interesting listening experience because the album was long. Yeah. 50 minutes, a lot of songs in those 50 minutes. But they did a great job.
And they're all like regular song length as well. It's not like, you know, like 50 tiny little songs. They're like 4 minutes long.
And there really wasn't any like interludes or anything. They just straight bangers all the way through.
Pure music, yeah.
And but it made they made the listening experience interesting and like kept you engaged and did a good job with the track list. So that's certainly not a deterrent that there's so many songs on there. I mean, looking at it on paper, you're like, oh fuck. But listening to it,
hard one.
Fucking banger.
Beautiful. Absolutely. Waterparks dropped their new album, Intellectual Property.
I got 3 copies of it.
Let me see
next
it.
to me.
Wait, let me see the cover. The cover looks so clean. I want it.
This is the
What the fuck is that?
Target version.
Get that shit away from me. Where's the frog?
The frog is upstairs on my vinyl copy. The vinyl's fucking hot, bro, because it's it's the like hot the entire cover, like the front and back cover is like holographic, and but like a clean holographic, bro. Like, oh my god. And then I pulled the vinyl out. I was like, damn, I made a good choice. Like a transparent green, so it matches the cover art fucking perfectly.
Damn,
dude.
Oh my god,
dude. I
gotta get that.
I'm so glad that like I was selective this time. Like I was like, I had to refrain from buying the variants on the merch store because I was like, no, like these aren't speaking to me. Of course, the one that spoke to me was the alt press one, which wound up being one of the most expensive ones, but well worth it, bro.
Worth it,
because I didn't buy every single one. Yeah, exactly. But at least like if I go to sit down to listen to the vinyl, I've only got the one instead of 20. Never. Yeah.
You never fucking listen to that shit. You're gonna sit down on Spotify and be like, I love intellectual property. The vinyl's collecting dust. Oh my god, they look cool as fuck though. The cover art, it's so simple, but it's just so. I think it's one of my favorites. I always like when they do the simple stuff. Fandom was okay, but you know it had a lot more going on. But it's like entertainment type, where it's just kind of like color, one thing, item. Beautiful.
Yeah, the cover art has definitely grown on me, because I think we all had a collective like, what the fuck is this? Even with like, I mean, I would even say the Phantom cover art has grown on me. Still gives me a little bit of what the fuck vibes.
I think I liked that one immediately. The Greatest Hits is my least favorite one though, because it's just so it's just
not like Waterparks, but I get why they're on the cover
because it's Greatest Hits.
Yes. But yeah, no, this cover art has definitely grown on me. I'm really liking the record though. I was hesitant because, you know, I was split on the singles. I liked the heavier singles. I was whatever on the other ones kind of. But I think as a record it flows very well, because there is a good mix of like heavy Waterparks, pop Waterparks. And they did a very good job of sequencing that throughout the record. So, you know, you open with a couple of bangers and then you go into Funeral Grey, right? Now I'm pulling up the track list now. And then, you know, you've got your little lull moment with the Funeral Grey, Brainwash, Two Best Friends, which honestly, I still am not sure I'm the biggest fan of. Might be my least favorite on the record. End of the Water, and then obviously a couple of straight bangers here. Self-Sabotage and Ritual. Fuck About It is another song that, like, I get why it's so big, but I'm not the biggest fan still.
I kind of hate it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I like, obviously I like the chorus.
Yeah.
You know, I like how he says it. We can fuck about it. Like, it's so catchy. But then it's like
catchy, dude.
the rest of it's
yeah, but
I'm not like
the problem is, like, the reason why I'm not even sure if I don't like this song or like hate this song or love this song is because it's just so fucking catchy that,
it is, yeah.
I catch myself singing it all the fucking time.
Exactly. I think Black Bear kind of like takes it down a notch. I don't know. I don't like his flow. I don't like his voice, and it's just kind of out of place on the album.
Yeah,
you know.
But it is huge for them.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's massive. I mean, them on that tour was huge,
yeah.
and still makes no sense to me.
No, but he's
in his pop punk era now, right?
Yeah, and he had a lot of those pop punk adjacent bands on there, and I mean,
yeah, they had Heart Attack Man.
As much as Waterparks isn't a pop punk band, they're very much still in that scene, bro.
I wonder why.
I can only imagine. I was in, back when they were doing Fandom, and they were like, "We're not a pop punk band." It's like, no, there were a good amount of songs on here that I say otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
But with Greatest Hits, and even with this new record, I would have to agree with Austin on that remark. They're just in the scene. I mean, they're in the scene label wise, and obviously that support tour they did, but like they're
not label wise anymore.
Well, I mean, I'd go out on a limb and say
alt
Fueled
scene.
By is alt scene.
Yeah, alt scene.
But when they're picking openers for their tours, they do a very good job of staying away from it.
Yeah, they've not had a pop punk opener ever, actually. Right? I think the only one that they had was actually Kicked Off.
In recent memory, yes. I mean,
it was the Phantom tour with Femme. It was alongside Femme, I'm pretty sure. And then they were.
No, I thought that was like the rapper guy they had on that tour. He got kicked off, and then the Greatest Hits tour, Arrested Youth, got kicked off. Well, no, he left.
Was he a rapper?
No.
Wait, no, not Arrested Youth. The one before.
I think that was a rapper.
He was a rapper? I thought he was pop punk. It was he shit talked Parks, right? That's why he got kicked off.
I could have swore he was a rapper.
No, I'm like 90% sure it was a band.
Young Pinch. Young Pinch.
Young Pinch?
Yes.
Young.
And they replaced him with Dwayne.
Oh, good for Dwayne.
Yeah.
I fucking love Dwayne. Was that his second time on Parks tour?
No, that was the first tour that he did. So,
oh my god,
Young Pinch. I looked him right up. Genres hip hop / rap.
Yep, that's
so,
hip hop rap.
Yeah, he got kicked off, and then the last tour, Arrested Youth, left. Yeah, after a handful of dates. But this tour, because like obviously before that, Entertainment, shit like that, they were a pop punk band. They were bringing pop punk bands out on tour and shit. But this tour, I love. There's a lot of women on the tour, which is awesome. The direct support band is Honey, which is a little bit more in that indie space, which is fucking awesome.
Still, it's a little questionable still for me, but
it's definitely a weird pairing.
Especially because they're also joining them on the UK tour too, right?
No, Stan Atlantic is.
Shit, who? Okay, I swear to God, I saw Honey somewhere else with Waterparks. Is it with the Bears and Trees tour?
No, I was like, no.
Okay.
You just keep seeing the US tour ad mat getting added, but like they've got Daisy Grenade on there. For one part, they've got Elliot Lee. And then Sophie Powers, which I'm bummed she's not on the show that I'm going to. But overall, it is awesome to see them taking a lot of women out on tour. I mean, they're doing it in the UK and EU with Stan Atlantic, and then they're bringing Lights Out in Australia. So that's fucking dope.
Great.
But enough about the tours and shit. The record itself, I think it's great. Glory last time, she'll remember this. I had so much money into greatest hits. I listened to it and
Literally,
I was like
maybe $300-$400.
yeah, I listened to the fucking record and I was like, I hate this. And Gloria was like, no, you have to give it another listen. Gloria is the sole reason why I gave another listen. And I wound up obviously liking it. But this record, it was like, first listen, I knew I was going to like it. I just gave it a second spin, like on good speakers. I was just going to give the first spin on good speakers, but the Waterparks server was giving me FOMO. And I was like, I should probably listen to it so that I know nobody's being bad about it, right? I don't have to do anything about it. I should probably be in the know. But that's enough about what I think about the record and also trying to figure out what tours had what happened. Glory, what'd you think?
I thought the record was really good. I thought it flowed really well. I liked the story that it told. You know, like it's not a concept record. It's obviously about just like meeting someone, liking them, and then cussing them out at the end. It's a crazy way to go. I really liked it. There were only 2 songs off of it that I wasn't like the biggest fan of. Two Best Friends kind of felt like a filler track. It didn't have like much in it. It was just like, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends so I forget about you, and like that was like the entire song, which is fine, but it's just like it didn't have much substance, to put it like bluntly, to me. It didn't stick out. And then Fuck About It.
So the 2 songs, we're in agreement here.
We're in agreement here, yeah. But it's like the chorus for Fuck About It, pristine, beautiful, wonderful. The rest of
that's my thing with Waterpark songs. Is like I have a hard time having songs that I absolutely cannot stand because there are still parts of those songs that are good. Like
they never have like a solid like bad track.
In like, my opinion. Although I really can't stand Two Best Friends because it is so repetitive, can't deny that it is catchy.
That it's just nice to listen to. I wouldn't say catchy because I can't even think about it sounds right now. I know it sounded like it wasn't hyperpop. That was the first song. Starfucker was hyperpop, which caught me off guard. But it was just I can't even remember it.
Very,
but it
like,
was just I just remember
like kind of like this,
like bouncy. Yeah. But it's just like I remember just listening to it and being like, this is fine, but it just stands out so much from the tone of the rest of the album. Like there's obviously pop elements in the album, like very prominent pop parts, but it's just like I don't know, something about it just felt like this could have been redone like one more time and it would have been perfect. I don't know. I don't even know what he would change, but I don't know. It felt like it just didn't fit. It felt like filler.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I'm glad I enjoyed the record and I'm glad you did too, because I know we were both kind of in the boat of, hey, now what the fuck is going on here? By like single 3.
I'm not a big fan of greatest hits, unfortunately. Like if I listen through, I know like majority of the songs on there because I went through I feel like everyone went through an era of I'm just gonna listen to this on repeat and I'll know all the lyrics. But it's just like I don't revisit it as often as I do with like Entertainment, Double Dare, and Fandom. But this one, oh yes, this one hit the spot. This one felt like Waterparks, but just like they grew up, all grown up.
It definitely feels like the definitive like Waterparks album. Like Austin says some things where I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you saying? But like he said like this is like Waterparks and like this is what we should like kind of the definitive sound, and like I almost see it.
He says that every album, to be completely fair. But he said that for Greatest Hits. He said that for Fandom. He said that for Entertainment. He says that shit.
But I think he's actually right this time because it combines the elements of the early records, the Double Dares, the Entertainments, and, getting in there with Fandom. And then kind of Fandom and Greatest Hits kind of become one because there are some elements of Fandom that wind up on Greatest Hits. And then obviously Greatest Hits is his own crazy thing. And it blends all of those elements of all those records, also does something new and still feels original.
Yeah.
Like you can pick out that like this could have been on this record.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still is a cohesive idea and a cohesive record.
Yeah, it still fits perfectly in this record, in this era, in the state of the band. It's not like, ooh, they tried writing something from like 5 years ago and it didn't turn out well.
Yeah.
Listening, I clicked Two Best Friends for like 2 seconds because I was like, there was a song on this album that reminded me of Entertainment, because you said it, a couple songs off this do have reminiscent of older Parks records, and it's Two Best Friends. It sounds like it would fit on Entertainment, and I feel like just because, as I said, it doesn't fit on this lineup to me. It's just so poppy. It's just a pop track, and he was feeling it. That's cool.
That's all
I'm
good,
not right now. I'm not right now, but maybe. And also, Ritual is okay, but I don't know why people are saying it's the best song in the album. It's good. It's a good track. It sounds cool. He has a corpse moment, which I don't think anybody's pointing out, but he's doing the corpse thing where he does like the deep voice with the little rap, mumble rap thing. But it's like, I would take Starfucker and Self-Sabotage. Actually, Starfucker and Brainwashed over Ritual, like, any day. But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I see the hype for Ritual, but the craziest song to me is still Real Super Dark, because I heard that live, like
it strangles you. Like my god.
And I was just like, I heard it and was like hesitant on the record at that time, because like it was, I think, probably just Funeral Grey and Self-Sabotage at that point, maybe Fuck About It too. And
I don't think Fuck About It.
I was sitting there and I was like, whoa. Like, had that moment of like, no matter what happens with this record, I'm going to enjoy it, because this song just blew my fucking mind. I never thought I would hear Waterparks like this. But Waterparks album releases always get me excited, turn me into a stan for a little bit, because Austin's energy, and also just like what happens with these records, and how much there is to dissect for a listener.
Especially like fans. Like us talking, like if this was a band that we hadn't listened to often, we both weren't fans of, it would probably be a shorter discussion. But because we know I've been with Waterparks for 3 rollouts, I think this is my 3rd one or 4th one. I don't know if I was there for Entertainment rollout, but it's like, we've been there and we know what to expect, and we know how to dissect this album. So it's just like, it's nice. It's nice.
Yep.
It's nice.
But another fucking banger from Waterparks.
I'm content with this release, actually. This is 2nd favorite album I think that they've dropped.
I'm still going Fandom number 1 here. I'm going Greatest Hits number 2.
Greatest Hits at number 2?
Bro, listen. On release day, I was like, okay, I've listened to this album like 10 times. I'm in the Parks mood. I got to listen to a new record, or just a different one. And I hadn't listened to Greatest Hits in a minute because of everything that had happened around that album cycle.
It was a tough time.
And
maybe that's why I don't like it.
Exactly. And I hadn't listened to it in a minute. I just kind of been like, I like this record, but I'm just going to leave it for what it is right now. And I listened to it and was fucking blown away again. It was like listening to it for the first time again, because I hadn't heard it in so long. And I was like, God damn, I love this band, and I love this record. And I listened to Fandom, and I was like, yeah, no, this is still my favorite.
That was good and all, but Fandom. Fandom. It's time for like Fandom and Entertainment, because Entertainment just has that, I don't know, it's so sunshiny. Everything about that record is just, it makes me so happy. I remember listening to it when I was like going to go swim for like the not first time obviously, but like when I would race and whatever, and I would just listen to like I don't want to say the wrong song, and someone's like, that's on Double Dare, so I'm just gonna like say Blonde. Blondes? I don't fucking know.
It's
but
Blondes, right?
Blondes? I don't fucking know. But
yeah, I know
that one. Yeah. But it's just that
Blonde.
one. It's blonde. It's singular.
Yes.
Shit.
But in the Discord, it is blondes, plural.
So that's what's
fucking
okay,
up.
Okay. Whew, I'm not a fake fan, guys. But I don't know. I think Entertainment and Fandom are tied for me, but I know Intellectual Property is like, it's number 2. It's good, really.
For sure. Scowl dropped their new EP, Psychic Dance Routine. A hardcore band, but I do, obviously there are hardcore songs in here, but I'm loving because Dying Wish did the same thing with the song we're going to talk about. The more like melodic, almost like maybe it's melodic hardcore, maybe it's melodic metalcore. Who really gives a fuck? It's melodic. And I love that because I think I wound up listening to the entire like the last Scowl album just because they were playing with Biscuit, and like I really didn't know what songs they were playing, so I was like, I'll just check out the record. And I liked it, but wasn't like a huge fan. Like wasn't like totally blown away. This EP though, you know, because they're blending what they did on that last record along with some more melodic stuff. I'm like, goddamn, this band is fucking awesome. I get it now.
Yeah, I definitely get it. I liked how they switched up the sound a couple times on this EP. It's only 5 tracks, but they switch it up at least twice on there, where there are like 2 songs that sound completely different, and it breaks it up and it gives you kind of a breather where you're able to kind of know, at least for me, a person who doesn't listen to this type of music, or you know, just this type of music where it's like, oh shit, okay, this is a new song, this song sounds completely different, I like this a lot. I think it was Psychic Dancer Team where it kind of switches it up, and the vocalist isn't screaming, I guess. You know, I always feel like clean vocals and screaming, I feel like it should be clean and then rough vocals, but then rough vocals is demos, so it's like I don't fucking know what we're doing. But yeah, I really liked this EP a lot. I thought it was sound wise very diverse, and I liked it. I fucked with it a lot.
So true. Yeah. So true.
Derek Sanders dropped a new EP, The Heavy Box.
Glory.
I fucking love this.
What did we do with Derek Sanders?
We sat down and we spoke with Derek Sanders.
That is a crazy sentence, dude.
Dude, I was cheesing the entire time because I could see behind your eyes where I was like, dude, this is huge for him. It was cool though. That was fucking cool as shit.
That was fucking cool. You know, I've said on here, least favorite band, Mayday Parade. I mean, I love that fucking band to death, and getting to talk to Derek, although it wasn't directly about Mayday Parade.
For a second, it was.
It was for a second. Was still so fucking cool. Go check out the interview if you haven't already. A lot of acoustic cuts. That's what this EP is. But I think the songs are cool. I like them. You know, I think Howl Canyon made the most sense as like the single because it is the most like produced out of them all in terms of like there's more than just like an acoustic guitar going on. But it's very soft, and but I like it. Yeah,
I really like this record because, as you said, it is soft. The last track is actually my favorite. For Your Dear Life, fucking amazing. I love it so much. And it's crazy seeing one of the EPs that was made during lockdown pandemic era come out 3 years later, and it still holds up. It doesn't feel like half-assed. Not to say that the albums like that when it came out were half-assed, but you know, it's just there was obviously a difference between I want to make this versus I have time and my record label is telling me to shit something out right now. But I really enjoyed this, and I thought it was amazing. I'm glad he dropped something.
So true. Atreyu dropped a new EP, The Hope of a Spark. Now it's crazy that we're not going to be like, damn, this sucked. But Gloria and I talked ahead of time because I knew where my head was at. I did not know where hers was at. And obviously, neither of us liked Baptized. I mean, no. But I think they found it. Because we weren't the only ones that didn't like that record. It was very much split.
It was. I thought it was just all hate, to be completely fair. Just on like Atreyu, like Reddit or like wherever the genre that they are, that Reddit or whatever. It was all just like, what happened to Atreyu?
A like, lot of shut the fuck up. We weren't the only ones that felt that this album was not it. But you know, I felt something when the debut single for this was like released. I was like, wait a minute, this is still
we both felt it, dude.
This is very much like still a song that could have been off that record, but it feels like it's gone up a level. And I think they found I think going and doing an EP after like having a reception like that to a record was a genius idea, because they've got 4 songs. They really honed in on those 4 songs, and in my opinion, made 4 great songs.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, you know, they've got the two, like the 2 radio rock, the hard rock songs in Drowning and Watch Me Burn. And I'm not a huge fan of Drowning. Like, I think Watch Me Burn is the better song, like, of that category. But I still think it's a solid song. And then they've got God/Devil and Capital F, which are the heavier songs on the record, which I mean, at this point, I think some people were like, "Ow, well, we're never gonna get heavy Atreyu again," and like, nah, man,
fuck you.
Like they fucking pulled it out of their ass, and I think they were using because Porter is the one that does like some of the heavier screams live for them.
Oh shit!
So I think he's on this, like he's doing the screams on this. So like, absolute, like,
that's awesome.
Don't like. I'm just glad that like they're doing what they want to do. They're doing what the fan wants to do, and they're utilizing a member within the band to do it, instead of like being like, we just pulled a feature for it.
Yeah.
Like if you've got a member that can do it, do it that way. Do
it well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly stoked on this. And I'm stoked that I'm not just being here like, fucking shit was awful, dude.
This was so bad.
Like, because I've actually like I put it on Friday night, like, or like I guess it's Friday morning technically.
Damn, you
like,
stayed up for Atreyu.
Well, it was right after Waterparks. I was like, I'm still up. I put it on like, this is gonna be funny. Like, I'm just gonna fucking get this out of the way now. And I was listening, and I was like, this isn't funny anymore. So
buying Atreyu shirts.
Yeah, I'm stoked that I like the EP.
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't listen to this EP Friday night. I listened to it today driving, and I thought it was amazing. Genuinely. Like, I put it on and I was like,
this is gonna be funny. Watch this.
I apologize. I was like, hey mom, I'm putting on Atreyu, so this isn't my choice. This is the podcast playlist. I put it on. I was like, wait a second, mom. this is my choice now. We're gonna listen to this one again. She was like, okay. But yeah, I really liked this EP a lot. It was great. They found their stride. As you said, it's great that they're using their band members to do shit that they could already do. They don't have to bring someone on to do it, which doesn't water it down, but it's like, it's more authentic if it is just them. And
it's also like, okay, you guys can actually pull that off live.
Exactly. Yeah, you can pull it off live, and you guys can pull it off. You're not being carried by a feature to do one of the best things you could do in a song, scream. It's awesome. But yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this EP, and we both knew that something was gonna go down when we heard that first single, and I was like, dude, I like an Atreyu song. And you were like, dude, me too.
And you were in denial on Drowning. You were like, nah, man, I see the light now. You're like, I don't like. I'm still in my hater era, and I was like, no, dude, no. You just have to be opened to the world that they're building here. You just don't get it yet, and that's fine. You don't have to get it yet. But you get it now, and that's what matters. This fucking band rocks again.
This fucking band rocks. This EP rocks.
They only had one dud. I mean, that's where we're at now.
Exactly, but we were there for the dud. That's it. We weren't there for when they were, doing their thing. But we got the dud. We just kept going in on that one dud. And I actually put out something good, and we're like, oh shit, okay.
Cool. Like repealing all the statements.
Exactly. I'm sorry, guys. Deleting tweets. No. Okay. Silverstein dropped a deluxe version of their album Misery Made Me. This included two acoustic tracks, 2 live tracks, and an orchestral version, and then 2 new songs, 2 bonus tracks.
The acoustic songs were fine. The live songs were fine. I thought the orchestral version was cool because that's the second half of like the song that's the altar / Mary. And like the altar is super heavy and Mary is like this very very slow part of the song. And I thought it was cool to hear it in that light. the two new songs, Poison Pill is definitely the better of the two songs. Stitches definitely feels like a B-side. But I'm just stoked on new Silverstein content, you know.
Absolutely. I did like the two new tracks. I don't have much to say except I'm happy bands are doing orchestral versions again. We didn't have to leave that in the pandemic era, guys. That lockdown era, we can keep that going. Thank you, Silverstein. Silver Scream. Thank you, Silverstein. It was great though. I like the two new tracks. Acoustic was acoustic. Live, it was live.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I gotta say about that.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
Magnolia Park put out their deluxe edition of their album Baku's Revenge. 4 new bangers. I would like to point our attention to Dizzy,
Yes.
which is such an interesting song because a lot of these songs, you know, the 3 other songs are great because I love this band. I love this record. I love the feeling of it. But Dizzy just feels so different. It's like something that they haven't quite explored yet because they do so much, but like this record was very much like this is pop punk and like just went ham on the pop punk, and that's great because they made a great record and they very much embraced that with a lot of the bonus tracks. But Dizzy was like, we were fucking around in the studio and like this is what happened, and I was like, I love this song.
Now, I'm not saying this just because we also covered them today. I feel like if they didn't drop the album this week, I would have brought them up anyways. But Dizzy definitely does remind me of older Waterparks, instrumental wise. Just how it opens up and how it just builds in the middle, and it's just kind of like, you know, it goes into the chorus and everything. It feels very Waterparks-esque. But that's just because Waterparks was in that kind of funky pop punk, but we're not pop punk era, which is what this song is. It's not pop punk, but it's just kind of in that weird gray area. And I really fuck with it. I like it a lot. Yeah.
It would be fucking awesome to see them explore that sound more.
Yes, I would love that. Yeah. It feels natural for them. It fits perfectly.
But there's what we're quickly learning with this band is they do a lot of things. They do them all well, and I'm starting to think that there isn't much they can't do musically. So always stoked for more Magnolia Park. I'm sure we're only probably like another 6 records this year, you know, because it never stops.
They keep going, man. They keep going, and I love it all.
Trying to nail them down for an interview, it's like, all right, we got it booked. Oh shit!
We're in the studio.
6 new things are out since we booked it 2 weeks ago. What the fuck? God. What are we talking about? And by the time it comes out, 2 new records are gonna be out. What the hell, man?
Damn it! Dying Wish dropped a new single, "Torn from Your Silhouette." Dying Wish, this was really good. Yeah, I did like it a lot. Yeah, this song fucking bangs.
My favorite parts of the debut record were Emma's clean parts. And I'm very glad to see that she's embracing it on this song, because I think that her clean vocals are just as impressive as her screams. So I'm hoping on LP2 there are more clean vocal moments because I love them. I love the clean vocals. The song is great. I'm stoked for more.
Absolutely.
Give it to me.
Send it to us.
Yeah. Excision, Wooly, and the Devil's Wear Prada put out a new single, Reasons. It's interesting.
Yeah, so it was fucking what? It wasn't bad, right? I won't say it was bad. I didn't hate it. I was just like really confused the entire time because it was hyperpop. It had hyperpop.
I enjoyed the song up until the big EDM breakdown, womp womp shit.
That was like 15 seconds into the song.
No, I'm talking about like the big, like we were like probably 2 minutes into the song, and then there was like this big fucking drop that goes on for far too long.
You listen to Daft Punk.
Okay, I like Daft Punk, but I'm not like a fan of like this kind of EDM. Like this kind of like. I like Daft Punk.
Around the world,
yes.
around
I'm not like a huge fan of like kind of feels like the party EDM,
like
like
the like festival.
you're not putting on Daft Punk at a rave. Like this is like rave EDM, I guess. I mean, you could totally jam to some, but like they've got plenty of deeper cuts and shit that aren't, that. So yeah, outside of that part of the song, I enjoyed it. I liked that the vocals still came through very like full of emotion despite everything that was going on around them.
Yeah, which was a lot.
Yes, I think that is very, very telling of Mike and Jeremy's vocal abilities and the kind of emotion that comes through in their songs. I liked it.
Yeah, I am indifferent. I'll say that.
Fair enough.
It was EDM with Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
Can't really be mad at it, but I can't love it either.
Fair enough.
Throat and Taz Johnson from Belmont dropped a new single, Lisa Ann.
His fucking song is crazy, dude.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna follow up with more. I'm sorry. I left the breathing room for that. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Belmont.
Yeah.
I really do.
I also enjoy Throat. The vocalist in that band is tours with Waterparks. Like his crew.
Oh shit, really? Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
They should have opened. Parksies would have died.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, that would have been crazy. They would have hated that, actually. Yeah. poor kids. Oh my god, their first metal show.
Yeah, but this song's great. Hoping for more Throat this year. Shockley and Charlotte Sands put out a new single These Days. Another banger with Charlotte Sands on it. Another artist that is proving that there's not much she can't do, because this is more in that rapid hip hop range, and she still crushes on it. So another fucking banger.
Absolutely. I love Charlotte on this song. It's really good. Again, she can't miss. Truly. I know she missed once where I was like, Charlotte, I don't know what you did with this, but she just redeemed herself. So that was good. Dark Divine dropped a new single, Drown. This was like a lot heavier than like most of their other, like the last EP, like Halloween Town. Like this was like 2 steps heavier, right? Or am I? This shit was crazy.
This shit was crazy.
Okay. Okay. I listened to it. I was like, this was not this heavy, right? Like they had some heavy moments, but this was like it just kept going. Oh my god.
I'm here for it. They moved up the ladder. They're on Thriller now, which is awesome.
Woo!
And I'm stoked on this. Stoked for whatever comes next. You know the deal. You know the vibes.
Yep.
Poppy put out a new single, Church Outfit. Honestly, bro, took a couple listens. I think I like it. That's kind of the opinion I always have with her shit, because it's so weird.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really hear anything other than "This is my church outfit." It would be like music. This is my church outfit. Music. Like I didn't hear it's like I blurred everything else out. And I was like, oh, this is good. This is your church outfit. Hell yeah, good job.
So true.
So yeah, I don't hate it. But it definitely does require a couple listens. But Poppy's album, the industrial one.
Yeah.
I forget what that one was called. But you know.
Her records always pull it together. It's just like when we're talking singles, I'm just like,
yeah. It doesn't have anything to link to.
Yeah, I do not even know. I'm like, I've listened to the song 7 times, and honestly, I couldn't tell you how I feel about it.
I need it in the context of the album immediately.
Yeah, I need to pull in the context of the album.
Okay. Holding Absence dropped a new single, A Crooked Melody. Fucking love Holding Absence, man. I really do. Yeah. I like them a lot.
This song smacks. Stoked for new Holding Absence. Hoping for a record this year. We spoke to Lucas about the last record that they put out, which is
don't watch that.
Been out for 2 years now. That's crazy, dude.
That's crazy. We've spoken about 3 Parks albums on this podcast.
That's right, we have.
It's been a long time.
I do love that we just everything's in Parks.
It today. Is. Yeah.
Everything's in the timeline of Parks today.
That's what happens when they release something. It's
so
just
true.
Parks.
Yeah. Jonas Brothers put out a new single, Waffle House. I'm not quite sure what they're doing with this new record. This doesn't even appeal to TikTok.
TikTok didn't like it?
I'm just saying, like,
oh, it doesn't have that TikTokification.
Yeah, like, where can you TikTokify this? Like, you physically have to go to Waffle House. I saw my first Waffle House when I went to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. There's none here in New Jersey, dude.
So you're fucked.
I can't do the TikTok trend, dude. But it's just like they're making these very short, to the point songs that, like, kind of feel like they're made for TikTok, but they're, like, totally missing the mark on even that.
Yeah, they're out of. Yeah,
and I'm going on that, like, made for TikTok because of their social media presence recently.
Well, Joe has always been on TikTok,
yeah.
and then Nick, he's just kind of a millennial.
Yeah,
have you seen his stuff? So, guys, I did a thing. Shut up, God, dude. Go back to space. Okay, man.
But I hope the record doesn't suck.
Well, man, you got tickets to go see it. So
they're playing 5 albums in one night, so at least they'll play some bangers, you know?
Exactly. They're going to play Sucker for You and then just do
Fuck that song too, man!
You don't like Sucker?
They played it so fucking much.
I love that song. I put it in my playlist.
I got tickets to that show solely because whether or not it's in a melody or they play the song in full, like songs like Video Girl and Pushing Me Away off of a little bit longer. I need to hear those songs live in some capacity. And the fact that, like, because I saw an interview that I think Nick did, or at least Nick said it during one of the interviews, that, like, the plan is to play, like, the big singles off the albums and, like, melodies. So
they're not playing, like, back to back to back?
And, well, I obviously I don't know what it's going to look like, but, like, the big singles off the records and the melodies for, like, some of the because, like, dude, I mean, with no opener, I think that they could pull it off. Yeah. There wouldn't be very many breaks, but the amount of time that those records are, like, runtime, and the amount of time technically they would have from 7 to 11 is enough to play a good majority of those 5 albums.
Yeah.
But I get it.
They're doing like a Eras Taylor Swift tour thing. Only for it's just one night.
Yeah. Well, it's technically 2 nights. They have 2 nights at the stadium. But yeah, that's why I'm going, is because it's like most likely I'm going to hear those songs that haven't been played in a minute, and they're definitely not going to play on the next tour. Yeah. And they weren't playing it. And if they played them when I saw them, I don't fucking remember.
I hope they play it for you, man. Yeah. Truly. I do. I mean, for the stress and anguish that you went through.
And the stress and anguish I put you through, too. Trying to get
Verizon. Right? I was stressing. But I hope they play it for you, man.
Me too, man.
I do not like this song at all. And I'm just going to leave it at that, because I'm seeing them next week, so I'm going to have to learn. I'm going to only know Sucker.
Because I saw that get announced, and I sent it to you, obviously, and I was like, if Glory sees the fucking Jonas Brothers this year, and I do not, there's going to be an issue, because you already saw Nothing More, Crown the Empire, and Thousand Below, and I haven't this year. So you're already on thin ice, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. But I'm seeing them before you, so that's got to count for something.
Yeah, but I'm seeing 5 albums in one night, but it might just be 5 melodies and be 45 minutes. Who knows?
It might be Sucker, and then that's it. That's
album melodies. Yeah.
Maybe even that. 8 Graves dropped a new single, Hello Jupiter. Actually, wait, can we go back to, I'm sorry, 8 Graves, I'm sorry. Why the fuck is Jonas Brothers on a rap festival? I saw that you sent it to me, and I was like, this is like gotta be a joke, because that makes no fucking, didn't
they like announce Third Eye Blind too or some shit?
They did.
Like that entire announcement was non-rap people.
It makes no sense. I'm like, okay, so where's Tyler the Creator? Where's Kendrick Lamar? Where's Doja? I want Ice Spice. It's like, where the fuck are the people I care about?
I'm sorry, Third Eye Blind. It's like Taking Back Sunday being added to that festival you went to. Yeah.
Like, what the hell was that? You guys get out of here! Oh my god, pissing me off. But I'm gonna be screaming along to Sucker.
Yeah, go circle pit to Waffle House for me.
Oh no, I'm gonna be protesting. I'm gonna be.
But the Jake Graves song is another banger. I mean, I feel like we say it every time, and it feels like we put no effort in, but it's just like, bro, can't fucking miss. They're doing the damn thing. Stoked, obviously, for whatever's next. And definitely need to catch up with them soon. It's been a minute. Absolutely. Last time I was jittery as all hell.
Yeah, because of the one time you had the energy drinks that I drink 5 of a day.
Fuck me up,
but yeah, I really liked this track a lot. I liked how I guess vibey it was. Is the best word to say. And it reminded me in a positive light, okay? In a positive, remember I was a fan at once. It reminded me of older 21 Pilots, where it's just kind of that vibe, that sound, and I really liked that.
From this point forward, I would say we should go rapid fire.
Oh shit, it's 8 o'clock. We've been here an hour?
Bro, when the file gets to an hour, my computer takes forever for it to render. So,
okay, so
I don't want to be doing this all night.
Okay.
Pulse has dropped a new single, Different Strokes. Shit fucking bangs. Stoked for LP3.
Whenever that comes out, because I saw Matt like middle of last year, and he was like, yeah, it's coming out this year. Matt,
liar.
Where? But it's fine. It was great. I love this track. Earworm, genuinely. I heard the intro and I was like, this is gonna be stuck in my head. Pink Shift dropped a new single. To me, why are you guys dropping music already? I missed you guys. Thank you. Welcome back. This is amazing.
Yeah, I agree. This song bangs. Strider and Concrete Castles put out a new single, Stronger. This shit fucking is all right.
Oh wait. Yeah, this was good. It was definitely a different sound change from what Concrete Castles have been putting out recently, so it's a little bit of whiplash, but considering it's not their project, it's just a feature they're on, it's completely fair. It's not on them. But I thought it was good. Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah. Arrows in Action dropped a new single, Head in the Clouds. Arrows in Action, I fucking love you guys. You guys are great. Banger. Great live, great people.
Banger awesome. Song.
Great song. Yeah.
Woe Is Me dropped a new single, Ghost. This shit fucking bangs. They're back, and this shit bangs.
Yeah, this fucking shit bang. Speaking of Woe Is Me, check your phone. This is amazing. I love this track, and I love Woe Is Me.
Yeah. And Michael, if you are watching this, he just checked his phone.
That's what I said. That's why I said check your phone.
I thought you were gonna be like, and Michael, if you're watching this, check your phone.
Check your phone. No, check your phone, Shane. But yeah, this is amazing, and I love Woe Is Me. I'm glad they're releasing shit.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Origami Angel dropped a new single. Thank you, New Jersey. There's a comma. That's why I paused. I love this song. I love Origami Angel. Are they gearing up to release something? They've been releasing stuff, and then they released the double EP, which was a little confusing because I don't know where that fits in, if it's just standalone or if it's leading up to something. And then I think they dropped another single after that. I don't know.
They're all over the place, bro. But
they're doing new sounds.
Yeah, we're two years out from Gami Gang.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I would love a new record. I loved Gami Gang. I'm getting into Somewhere City. I think so. Somewhere City, and I would love a new album. Double album if you're feeling it, Ryland. Let me know.
Yeah. Or triple album this time.
Quadruple. You know what? Just skip it. Quadruple album.
Groupthink and Kenny Hoopla dropped a new single, Dancing on My Grave. This shit bangs.
This was good. I felt like Kenny's vocals were a little muted in this, kind of I don't know, muddled. I don't know. I really like his vocals, and I like how just different they are from like shit we usually hear. So I do like it to be front and center, but that's not Kenny's fault or the main person's fault. It's just how it's mixed, which is fine. I thought it was good though. Girlfriends dropped a new single, Life's a Britney. This fuck. I like Girlfriends.
Yeah, this band I'm convinced doesn't miss either. The Dirty Nil dropped a new single, Nicer Guy announced their new record, comes out in May. Shit fucking rocks, dude.
Yeah. I love the Dirty Nil. I loved their last record. We actually spoke to them about it. You should go. Well, I don't know if you should watch that. It was a little early, so we were a little fetus-like. But yeah, if you want to, go watch it. It was nice. And I really like the song. I like most of the stuff they put out. That last album was remarkable.
Yeah.
Hot Mulligan dropped a new single, Gans Media Retro Games. Okay. This song was great.
I love this band's fucking titles all the time.
It always catches you off guard. It's like, did I mistype that? No.
Yeah.
No.
But this song bangs. The Sky, which is Sky Blue from LMFAO,
what?
dropped his new single. What?
Why did he tag LMFAO? That's actually crazy.
I mean, because I think he was doing music under Sky Blue and then like stopped, but then dropped this, promoted on that Instagram. It makes sense. Like, why not loop the first one in with LMFAO? Technically, he can get away with it because
he is LMFAO. He's half of LMFAO.
No one's going to go after him because it is half his project. Honestly, he's still embracing that LMFAO-esque like lyrics in 2023, and it was kind of weird to listen to in 2023 because it's like that just because
like that era is over.
That shit was so cool in 2011, but like listening to it now, I was like, damn, that shit was cool in 2011.
Man, I don't know about you, but I'm okay with going back to 2011 for Sky Blue.
I mean, I can't lie though. The song was a banger.
Like, it was great, right? I liked it. I listened to it for the first time expecting like, I don't know. I've only listened to like a little bit of Sorry for Party Rocking. But it's like I was like, this does not have so I was like, this is not LMFAO. What the fuck is going on? And I was heated because I was like, another fake feature.
I fell for another one.
I was like, come on, man. First Belmont and now LMFAO. Like, what are you saying? Belmont doesn't speak Russian. Yeah, I don't know. I was heated, but then Shane was like, "No, it's the guy from LFML." I was like, "Oh, nice."
Speaking of which, Sky, if you are watching this, check your Instagram DMs. Check your phone.
Check your phone, please.
Yeah.
Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj dropped a new single, Princess Diana. This is actually a remix feature. So Ice Spice released Princess Diana as a single, and then she put it on her EP, and then she re-released it with Nicki Minaj as a feature. I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan. I like her music, but I'm trying not to associate myself with those fans because that's another level of like, if you think like Army is bad, sorry, I feel like I should not be speaking out on this. I feel like I'm gonna get crucified by saying this. Never mind. Nicki Minaj is a great rapper. I like her shit. Her personality's awesome, and I like Ice Spice. I like her tone. I like her flow. I do like her music. So I was excited to see this because it's a great combo. This shit has been on repeat for like 3 days, and it's actually starting to piss me off because it's such a catchy beat, and the lyrics are so catchy. Everything about it is perfect, and I think Nicki actually added shit to it. Where usually, I don't know, with the re-release songs where it's like a feature is added in rap and pop punk, metal, alternative, it can usually feel like half-assed, where it's like, oh, they just kind of added their own 2 cents to it, didn't really add anything to the main song. But I thought this was good. It fit perfectly, and I liked how she was kind of woven into the entire song instead of just slapped in at the end. So it was good. So true. And for our last topic, Trophy Eyes put out their new single, What Hurts the Most, announced their new record. Fucking finally, let's go. Album, or not the album, the single rocks. Haven't even heard the record yet, so I don't know where that came from. Send it to us. Also, the Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj song, I thought it was good. I didn't even give my thoughts on it. You didn't. I was like, okay, I guess you didn't like it. But back to Trophy Eyes. The song was good. Stoked for the record. Let's go. Woo! I also did really like it, and I'm very excited. I'm happy it's finally coming out because they were trying to release it at the beginning of the pandemic, and we dropped like 2 songs. And anyways. So as I said, that's all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Pod. It's Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is Good Noise Records on bandcamp.com, and Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Going to be putting up submissions for the huge interviews we're doing this week. If you want to see that shit early. Yeah, it's actually like it's a big deal. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt again for Pulses. Thank you, Matt, Sam, and Zari. Thank you, Zari. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Woo! Important plugs: Black Lives Matter, trans rights are humans' rights, stop Asian hate, be a decent person, and support local music. So true. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, that is everything we have for you guys tonight. I've been Shane. I've been Glory. And we've been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye. Bye.